Hello children, in the last lesson you learnt about the responsibility, how sensitive the people are there, those who are disabled. So how to handle it? What are the responsibilities towards them? This all you learnt in chapter 20. In this chapter, the management of community life. So how the responsibility should carried out, how it should be managed to run the community life smoothly. This all you are going to learn in the chapter number 21. That is the management of community life. To do any work, we need to get the management properly. You have to make the outline, how to do, what to do, when to do, to whom it should be given. Everything should be managed. It should be you have to make one map. You have to make a flow chart for that. Who is best for what work? And each one has to coordinate each other. Coordination is very important in the management field. Whatever the duty is given, the head of the in charge will be following up whether it is done or not, how should be corrected, if it is any mistake is how it should be corrected, what is lacking, everything the management people do. So in this slide you can see that to do any work smoothly, some management is required. The first step of management is to prepare an outline of how and when to do the work. If we are working in a group, the outline should be clear and detailed. That means if you are having one small group, that's a maybe of for example 5 people are going to do one event. So the 5 people should be clear in what they are going to do, how they are going to execute the event. So the outline should be clear and detailed. Each person's duty has to be distributed. Proper coordination is very important. A main in charge person should know to whom he or she has given the duty. Follow up is very essential. If the once the duty is given, it is not quite easy to sit quiet. You have to go on saying that whether they have done it or not, whether they have done it properly or not. And the coordination is very important in the group management. We have to make sure that whatever the money is needed, is it worked out properly? Is it going to finish inside the money what is estimated? So for that what you have to do? You have to make the advanced preparation. You have to make the chart. So for this thing this much is needed. For that thing this much is needed. So you have to make the accounting chart also. It can be ups and downs, but you should have to manage it. You should try how to compensate each and every places. At the same time, you have to work out with the job also. If you are doing one work and if it is not proper, at that time you have to change it. You should not wait for the other thing to come and tell you that you have to do that, you have to do this. So all things you have to manage. You have to take the spontaneous decision. That is called the management. And in every places, the management is required. To run the school, to run a small function, your house also needs some management. First date, how much it required, what all the things can be fulfilled in such a small amount or big amount the event. This all should be properly mapped. Then we can execute the event properly in the smoothly manner. Planning of every work is must. Without planning, if you are going to do something, it is not going to be successful. Without planning, the work is zero. So, read this slide. We have to make sure that the work is done with the estimated money in the set time. If you are crossing the time, you cannot manage. Advanced preparation is very much necessary. If one person makes a mistake or slacks off on the group job, the work will be incomplete. For example, I told you in the previous slide, in the example of in a group, five people are there. Even if one people have not completed his work or her work, the whole event is incomplete. So it will be a lot of mess in doing that. The others has to do the job who has not done. So it will be very improper manner. Management is required at every place, at every event, such as school events, district events, wedding events, etc. All the events need the management properly. Without planning, work is very tough to move ahead smoothly and successfully. To run the event successful, management is very important. In the studies also, you have to do the management. You may be asking how to manage. Yes, if you make the studies in managing way, you will be the best one. So first what to do, you have to fix a time for studies and you should follow it strictly. If you are going to study at 9 o'clock, keep that fixed time that I have to study at 9 o'clock and I have to study for 2 hours. So when you make this strict following, you will be the best in studies. At the same time, you have to make the list. That is a subject. Monday I'll be taking English, Tuesday I'll be taking EVS, Wednesday I'll be taking Marathi, and son, everything you have to make a timetable. What you are going to study on which date. So when you make this timetable, according to the timetable, if you go and study, you will be completing all your study in all subjects. Each time you have to divide it. For writing, you have to make one time, 1 hour I will read and 1 hour I will be doing writing. And whatever the difficulty is there, I will make it aside and I will make it one day to solve all the difficulties with the help of parents or teachers. And whenever you are having good time, if you are having time other than the studies time, you have to use in reading some story books, using reading some mythological stories, some informative things. You have to use your brain in the good way. For that also you have to keep some time for that. And you should also fix time for your playing, for watching TV, and for spending for other activities. This will be the flow chart of you children. That is after getting what you have to do, when to study, when to do your homework, what serial I'll be seeing in TV, what is the time fixed for my friends, what will be my own time to do some activities, to learn some good things. So, these all you have to make the flow chart. And not only making the flow chart, you have to follow it properly in the fixed time you have to do. If you do all these things as per the flow chart, as per the timetable, you will be the best child and you will be always ranking the first. Children, you just try this. You make a timetable and then you start reading. Now the exams are coming, isn't it? So you make your own timetable. Monday I'll be finishing 2 chapters or 3 chapters. I will study and after reading in the evening or some other time I'll make one time, I'll prepare my own questions and I will start writing the exam without saying. You do for 1 week, you do. Then afterwards, take one time to see what all the mistakes you have done it. You do your self correction, and whatever is a mistake is that you keep it aside. And the next week, you make the corrections of the wrong one. And in the next, again, you repeat it the proper way. In this way, if you are going on making the corrections and you are making rectifying by yourself the mistake, the day will come that you will be having zero mistakes and you will be the best and you feel very happy that you have completed the whole portions according to the fixed time, fixed timetable. I hope you all understood this and I'm sure that you will follow all these things. Now read the slide. If you manage your studies properly, you can learn better. How can you do this? Fix a time for studying every day and follow it strictly. Make a list of things to be studied every week. That is example, reading environmental studies, part 1, lesson 3 or solving sums with fractions. Study the items in your plan. Take enough time to study each subject. Do not avoid studying difficult subjects. In fact, finish studying them first. If you have free time, put it to good use by studying. Fix a particular time for playing, watching TV, and resting. However, remember to spend only that much time for those activities. Now you all are going to a classroom. So there also you have to manage the head, that is the monitor. Monitor should see whether the classroom is clean, chalk and duster is available, writing good thoughts, maintaining discipline is the responsible of the monitor. So how the monitor should maintain, how he should manage? He can make one row wise friend. You can ask, you can tell them the head, the monitor may be telling that you are my best friend. You look all these four branches. In that way, he can manage. For him, no need of doing everything by himself. He can distribute the work among his own friends. He can tell to his one of the friends, today you should clean the board. Tomorrow you should write the thoughts. You should see whether all the children are coming in proper uniform. The monitor should look after everything, but with the help of good friends, he can do the best. The same way, the school is also managed by the school managing committee. What is the school managing committee? They also look after the school, the teacher, the students, the non-teaching staff, the computer section, the cleaning sections, fees section, accounting section. This all is seen by the school management people. They every time keep an eye what is going on, what is lacking, what has to be done more. This all is done by the school managing committee. Because of school managing committee, the school will be the best. Okay, now read this slide. What task is necessary for the management of your classroom? Is the classroom clean? Chalk and duster is available? Cleaning board? Writing good thoughts? Maintain discipline? These are the responsible of class head. Similarly, to run the school in smooth manner is the responsible of school managing committee. Now, who all are in the managing committee? The parents will be them, teachers and the local experts and the students representative. This all come together in the managing committee. They sit together, they plan, this committee plan what all the things to be done for the teachers, what all to be done for the students, how to become the best school, what are the events to be carried out, what is lacking, which has to be rectified. This all is planned by the managing committee. This all the people come together and do the best for the school. So what you understood from this? Managing the school is also very important to run the school smoothly and successfully. Now in this slide you can see this committee consists of parents, teachers, local experts and student representative. The committee tries to understand the difficulties of parents, teachers and students. It gives guidance and recommends for the school development. It also keeps eye on the attendance of students and staffs. This committee work together for the benefit of the students. So it also give guidance what to be done, what not to be done. They also recommend and this is the best one. This can be done. They also recommend. At the same time, the committee also keep an eye on the attendance. How many are coming? How many are absent? This all the records are maintained. In this slide, what you are seeing, children? It is a zebra crossing, and there one accident has happened. How this accident happened? Because of they have not followed the traffic rules. When the light is red, you have to stop. Green, you can move, and yellow, you have to wait. These are the traffic rules. When you cross all these rules, there can happen accident. So these rules are made for the safety. So this has to be followed. Now, why the rules are made? The rules will tell how you should behave in the society. Rules are made in the school, how you have to behave in the school. In different places, different rules are made. If you behave according to the rules, you will be the best one. For example, now I am going to tell about a car. If the car driver is not driving properly, what will happen? Accidents. And in this accident, who is going to lose? The one who is sitting in the car, the one who is driving, and the opposite person who had come for dashing. This is a loss for everyone. So according to the traffic rule, you should always to the left. You have to drive to the left. And if you cross this rule and if you are going to the right hand side, the one who is coming from the opposite side, he will be following the rules of left. And if you are going to the wrong side, the accidents are sure to happen. So to avoid all these things, rules are made. That is the safety rules on the road, safety rules for the traveling, rules for the school for rules for the management of the house. Everything the rules are made. And when you follow all these rules, your life becomes smooth and happy. Now read this slide. Rules guide us about how to behave in society. Because of rules, we can be sure that everyone will behave in a particular manner. For example, if the car is driven only on the left hand side, there won't be any accident. If you do not follow these rules, accidents are sure to happen. Rules are made so that the community life can go smoothly and orderly manner. Earlier, consumers and traders formed the basic rules. Now these rules are made by the government. A constitution was formed after the independence of a country. In that constitution, there were some rules. There is a fundamental framework of governing the country. To govern the country, that is to rule the country, also some rules are there. How it should be ruled, what are the places to be ruled, who all are will be the ruling party, what steps to be taken for the improving, what is lacking, what has to improve, what more care should be taken, where it should be taken. This is all the administration part. This administration rule is also made by the government, that is a constitution. That is a fundamental framework for governing the country is made. And who will be ruling, who all are the parties, what are the work, how it should be distributed, all these are elected person. The government elect the person to whom should be given, what should be given. The local administration, the elected person run the places. That is called as local administration is run by the local government bodies. For example, now I'll be telling about the municipal corporation. What is that municipal corporation? What are the things they look after? They look after the roads, street lights, the watering department. There are different departments in the municipal corporation also. And each department will be having their own duties. The department of birth and death, they will be seeing only the birth and death. That the birth certificate and the death certificate is produced by that department. Water department, the water department will look after only the water bills, the water is coming or not, is it the water is safe for drinking, where the water, how much the water has to be sent. These all things are worked out by the water department. The same as the road department, garbage department, that is the they take the garbage in the dumper, where to throw, how it has to be thrown, what is a green garbage, what is a wet garbage, what is a dry garbage. This all is carried out by the municipal corporation. So in this way, there are many other different departments. They look after the each department by themselves. And above all these departments, one higher authorities will be there. All these things they report to them. The drainage or the garbage, the head, they will be reporting to the higher authorities. Water department, the one who is head, that is a monitor. They will be reporting to the higher authorities. So everywhere, like in your school also, in your class there will be one monitor. He will be looking after everything, but the report will be given by him to the teacher. And the teacher will give a report to the principal. So this is called the management. The government also manages in the same way with the different departments with one higher authority. There's a higher department. All the report will be going there, and from there it will be rectified. It will be cleared. What has to be cleared, that will be cleared. What has to be improved, that has to be improved. So these things are carried out by the higher authorities. Now read the slide. After independence, constitution was formed for our country. The constitution provides the fundamental framework for governing the country. It lays down the principle on which a society is organized and developed. The elected representative run the country according to the constitution. The local administration is run by the local government bodies. As I said in the earlier slide, these things are looked after by the municipal corporation. The public well, the park, the sanitary, that is Swachhata, the street lights, the roads, these are run by the local government bodies. They look into the matter if anything goes wrong and they come and do the correction. They rectify the things. So what you learned in this lesson? To do any work, management is required. To run the school smoothly, school management is formed. Rule guide us how to behave in the society. Constitution provides a fundamental framework for governing the country. Constitution was formed after independence. The local administration is run by the local government bodies. Rules are made to run the community life smoothly and orderly manner. So children, now you take out your book and read your textbook. It will be more clear after reading the textbook. Okay, and the notes will be given very shortly and you have to copy down in your notebook. Thank you and bye children.